go with that one. Hi guys. We got a smoothie. Hey guys, welcome to Sunshine Haze Co. I am Aja A. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the video for the Pisces New Moon. I'm gonna try and keep it kind of short, but we've got like a lot of aspects popping off with this moon, so bear with me. But I'll try and keep it. You know, I know y'all like shorter videos, so all right, let's get into it. This is the mutable water moon. This is the mutable winter moon. So Pisces always wraps up the winter season. This mutable energy, typically when we're dealing with mutable energy, we're doing the things and taking the actions and making the moves that are going to wrap up whatever we've got going on so that we can bring in the new chapters that are supposed to be coming in, okay? So this time around, the moon is in the sign of Pisces, the two fishies with the tails tied together, swimming off in opposite directions. But before we get into that, the Pisces energy and what this Piscean energy is bringing in for us, let's talk a little bit about what a new moon actually is. So with the new moon, this is when we have a conjunction of the moon and the sun, and in the sky, it appears to us as if the moon is not there. The sun is not illuminated. The side of the moon that is appearing to us is not illuminated by the sun. So as far as energy goes, that is, we're talking about new beginnings, feeling a little bit refreshed, this energy of rejuvenation. There's also an energy of sometimes anxiety because there's a little mystery associated with the new moons, and there's also an energy of anticipation for the new things that are coming in, new chapters, new cycles, okay? So this time around, my allergies are bothering me, you guys. It feels like spring. It really feels like almost summer outside. And of course, as soon as it starts getting warm, here go my sinuses. So sorry in advance. Bear with me. Okay, let's get back into it. This new moon is happening at 12 degrees, at 12 degrees, at 12 degrees in the sign of Pisces, okay? All right. That's that note. Anyways, all right, so the new moon is today, and I'm so proud of myself. You guys know I'm so bad at getting these videos up before these lunar transits, so I get really excited when I put them up on the day that it's happening. So the new moon is today. This is March 2nd. It is, I'm not sure what time. I don't have that written down here, but it is going to be in 11 degrees. So speaking very quickly to Pisces energy, if you know any Pisces people, they're probably very creative. They're probably very passionate, romantic, sensual. Pisces is also a very emotional sign as well. Pisces is a water sign, which I did mention, and water signs tend to be the feeling signs, okay, the I feel sign. Pisces is also ruled by Neptune, so there is Pisces people also carry a very highly spiritual, psychic, sometimes intuitive energy, okay? So these are all energies that we're going to be rocking with for this particular lunar cycle. And I hate allergies. Sorry, I was like, are we getting a sneeze? I don't think we're getting a sneeze. Sorry, you guys. I hate allergies so much. Okay. Excuse me. So, speaking to this Pisces energy for this lunar cycle, when we're speaking to the lunar transits, the energy is definitely more prominent when you actually have the lunation. So today, March 2nd, is going to be the best day to do full moon rituals and work with the new moon rituals and work with the new moon. However, this energy is also pretty strong within the shadow, which is typically 3 to 4 days prior and 3 to 4 days after the new moon. But when we are speaking to the cycle and how this cycle energy will be kind of underlying or overlaying, depending on what your perspective is like, throughout the course of the cycle, which is going to last up until the next new moon in Aries. Also, we're looking at Pisces new moon to Virgo full moon, okay? And we're also looking at Pisces new moon to Pisces full moon, I believe at the end of the summertime. And we're also looking at Pisces new moon to Pisces new moon in 2023. But this energy is going to be most prominent during this time. And when we're speaking to those cycles that are carried out over the longer courses of time, this is where you're manifesting the things that you'll probably see start to come into fruition, or you'll see a return on as we come up on those times down the line, okay? All right, so let's get into it. There's quite a few conjunctions. Not conjunctions. Well, yes, there are quite a few conjunctions. There are quite a few aspects with this particular lunar transit. So I'm gonna go through all of them and speak to the energy for all of these transits, so you guys have an idea of exactly what is going on and what goes where and how what planet does this and what energy does X, Y, and Z. Okay, so first, we've got the moon, which is conjunct Jupiter. I really like when we get Jupiter aspects, the positive Jupiter aspects. And a conjunction is typically a positive energy, depending on, you know, what planets are involved. But we've got the moon and we've got Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of growth and expansion. Jupiter is also considered in modern astrology the good luck planet. So this is a positive energy. So what's really coming in, the theme of this particular aspect is really better days ahead type of thing. This is a time in which, and you know, I say this in a lot of my videos, like, oh, we're planting seeds, we're planting seeds, we're planting seeds, because you're always planting seeds of foundation for something coming up in the future. But this is a time in which, especially coming off of these Plutonian transits, we have a Pluto transit happening with this lunation as well. With all this Pluto energy of transformation and change. And when we're talking about Pluto change, we're talking about real change. This is not just, you know, making a quick change in, you know, how you do a routine. These are really hitting important, deep aspects of your lives. So we have all of these shifts happening. We had this energetic portal, and I want to sidebar on that. You guys, y'all know how I feel about all the pop astro and pop spiritual people. I know everybody thinks that 222 was a manifestation portal. I also study and practice numerology, so I do believe that there is significance to these energetic portals, but not the way that it was ran on the internet. Two is the number of bringing things together and bringing in balance and harmony and peace. It's a number of corrections. So that portal was more so bringing us into a space of establishing the correct foundations in our lives, and that is what energy we're coming into. And so with this Pisces new moon, and we've got this conjunction to, what did I say, to Jupiter, the things, these foundations that we're supposed to be manifesting, this is the time when we start doing the work and start putting in the energy that is going to bring in the growth as far as those things go. Because we're talking about Jupiter in this conjunction, you guys, that's positive energy, that's good vibes, that's good things. A lot of us might and this is how it could play out. You may have been working on something, and we're speaking to Pisces, so passion projects. And very quickly, when I say passion projects, I'm not talking about something you just do for fun because you like it. When I say passion, I'm literally talking about something that you love, something that you enjoy, something that pulls your heartstrings. And when I speak to projects, I say I'm talking about work. I don't like to use the word work because I personally, and this is just a psychological thing for me, I have a negative connotation with that word. So when I say passion projects, I'm talking about your careers and your businesses and the things that you do for a living, just to clear that up for anybody who watches my channel and you're always like, well, dang, what about the work? The passion projects are the work. This is work that you enjoy, okay? I just don't like using the word work. Like, if you watch my channel, you know I don't like to say right or wrong. I'm the same way with using the word work. So just wanted to clear that up for you guys. But going back to speaking to this Jupiter energy, passion projects, things we're passionate about, the type of work that we want to do, the type of work that we've been manifesting over the past couple of months, or even starting with the Pisces full moon, getting rid of things that we need to clear out so we can bring these things in. And what I would suggest you guys go back and watch my Pisces full moon video from last year, because what I talk about in that video, you'll probably notice some of those things starting to manifest now in the physical for you around this Pisces lunar transit. So just to throw that out there. But with the Jupiter energy, there's growth, expansion. It is the good luck planet. It's a planet that carries very positive energy. So anything that you are passionate about, especially speaking to career, you can make money on it, something you could do for a living, you might be, and you know what, let's be intentional with our words. You guys more than likely will be receiving opportunities or starting to see certain doors opening so that you can go in and do what you need to do to create those opportunities for yourselves, okay? I will give you guys a prime example. One of my closest friends, you know what, I'm a shameless plug her. Her name is Ebony Bonet. She has a catering business. She is a model. She is a musician. She sings. She also dances. And she is a photographer. She does all the things. Ebony has been doing work consistently for as long as I've known her, but she just called me the other day, and I'm not gonna put all her business out there, but she called me a couple days ago to tell me about an opportunity that she got. It was very much so out of the blue, which tends to be, and that we're gonna speak to that with the Uranus energy that I'm gonna talk about next. But this girl called me to tell me about an opportunity that she got a couple days ago, very much so out of, I mean, like, not super out of the blue, but very much so out of the blue. And this is definitely an opportunity that the work she's put in, it is deserved, and it is going to not only bring her success and abundance, but it's also going to open up way more doors. Like, I'm getting chills talking about it. Ebony, when you watch this video, I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry. Okay, so speaking to that, growth, expansion, good luck in the things that we are passionate about during this time. Like, I really teared up, you guys. I really teared up. Ebony, we're fighting when I see you, because you really got me on the internet so proud, and I'm over here being a whole Cancer. Like, I'm about to cry. All right, moving into the next point and I spoke to this briefly like a couple seconds ago. This is not a conjunction though. We have the moon making a sextile aspect to Uranus. So speaking to Uranian energy, Uranus is also, and sometimes there's a bit of a negative connotation with it. I can see the light shining behind my hair, and the way it's hitting is telling me that I need to wash my hair, because I don't have a curl pattern at all right now, y'all. Random tangent. There's a little bit of a negative connotation with Uranus, because it brings in this unexpected shifts, unexpected changes energy. But because of all of these other energies that we have going on, I think that the energy is very positive. It's a little bit more light. Uranus is an air planet, so anytime we're dealing with air energy, it lightens the energy, lightens the mood a little bit, okay? So with that being said, especially moving off of that Jupiter energy, what is coming in? Good surprises, positive change, especially in those areas that we are passionate about, because we are having a Pisces new moon. I'm not going to speak too more into that, because I really just spoke a lot about this energy with the moon conjunct Jupiter energy. So those two are grouped together. That sextile to Uranus and the conjunction to Jupiter, those are the energies that we're going to be dealing with. So what I would suggest to you guys, especially because this is a new moon, do the work. Even if you don't have the opportunities, do the work. Put your work on the internet. Put yourself out there. Send in gig proposals. Closed mouths don't get fed, and this is the time when you want to be hyping yourself up right now, okay? All right. This is not a tarot reading. The next aspect that I want to speak to is, what is that? Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. And this one is, I'm sorry, not Venus, Mercury conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. And this one's a little bit more prominent. We have this conjunction happening about an hour or so prior to the actual lunation, the actual conjunction of the moon and the sun. So these energies here, we've got this energy of really taking the time to analyze and come up with a clear course of action that is going to be effective, speaking to foundations in our lives, okay? I also want to talk a little bit about Saturnian energy. A very basic interpretation of Saturn is that Saturn is a very tough planet. Saturn is a very tough planet. I'm not going to say that this particular aspect won't bring in some tough things, won't bring in a little bit of heavy energy, won't bring in a little bit of depression, or whatever the case may be. But what I think is more important to pay attention to is that Saturn is one of the karmic planets. So anytime that there's Saturn something happening in your life, it is because there's some sort of foundation, especially if it feels heavy or tough. It's because there's some sort of foundation that needs to be broken down, crumbled down, cleared out, so that you can create the space and have the time and the energy to put in the effort that you need to build upon new pillars. And so that is how I speak to and interpret Saturn energy. And you know what, you guys, my chart is ruled by Saturn, so I might have a little bias. I'm like, don't talk about Saturn like that. It's not just all rough, tough, and dirty. But when you are dealing with Saturn, if you are not doing the right things, yeah, you're going to get hit with that paternal Saturn energy. So with this particular aspect, that Mercury, I don't know why I keep saying Venus, Mercury conjunct Saturn, if you are not on a course or a path that is going to be successful for the things that you want to, for these passion projects, seeds of manifestation or seeds of foundation that you're planting, you are going to get hit with that depressive Saturn energy. You're going to get hit with feeling like you're stuck. But good thing is you've watched my video. Now you know what it is. Now you just need to do the work and make the changes so that you can lift those energies up from yourself. Saturn is karmic. Anytime we're doing things with Saturn, it's because there are karmic shifts that need to happen for you. And when we're speaking to karma, people think that karma means it just means what goes around comes around. We're speaking to karma, speaking to our souls. That just means energy that needs to either be, I don't like to say corrected, but energy that needs to be transmuted or repaid, or energy that needs to come in, or whatever the case may be. But that is what Saturn does, is one of the many things that Saturn energy does for us. Okay, so just know that you might be feeling a little bit more tough on yourself over the next couple of weeks, kind of fading out as we round out the rest of the month. Might be feeling a little more hard on yourself speaking to your process. You might feel like you need to put in way more work, but this is a good time to do the work. Try to shift your energies from the shadow side of Saturn energy of being negative and, oh, you're not doing enough, you're not doing this right, and push it more into, okay, I see where I need to correct things, and now I'm gonna do the work here. Okay, all right, this is why I kept saying Venus, because the next aspect is Venus conjunct what is that, Mars. Venus conjunct Mars in Capricorn, and we've also got Mars conjunct Pluto, and we've also got Venus conjunct Pluto. So let's talk about all three of those grouped together. This is intense energy. This is, we're going to be feeling ourselves, or at least in a position to where we want to start bringing, that was so hard to get out, where we want to start bringing things into our daily routines that are going to put us in a position to where we can feel ourselves the way that we want to. Okay, prime example, we just came off of a Leo full moon. So this has already been initiated by the Leo full moon. Now these aspects that we have here are bringing it in full speed, 100%, okay? Example, because I like to give you guys examples of this energy. I have been working out consistently for a little over, no, I don't even know if I made it 2 weeks, but I've been working out for about 2 weeks now, and typically I will fall off after 1 week. I'll be like, I'm not doing this every day, but coming off of the Leo energy, I'm like, I'm trying to be popping in the summertime, and also I turned 30 this summer, so my mindset has been, I want to get my body together so that I can look good in some swimsuits. Not that I don't already look good in some swimsuits, because I already look good in the swimsuits, but I want to look better in the swimsuits. So you guys might be feeling that kind of energy, that back on your bully type of energy, and this is the time to make the changes so that you can be in that position and feel that energy when it's, not when it's time, you should always feel like that. There's also this increase of charisma and like in passion, going back to Pisces. This is also a time of an increase of intimate energy, definitely just wanting to feel love, feeling sexy, wanting to make moves on those two things that I just mentioned. Because this is Pisces energy. If you're going to be out here in the streets, in the sheets, be safe. Just be safe. Pisces energy is chaotic. So if you're gonna be chaotic, you need to at least put a little essence of logic in there. Be safe. Be mindful. Okay. Also, just speaking very quickly to the shadow side of these aspects in this Pisces new moon energy. Because of that Saturnian energy in there, because we've got planets that deal with matters of the heart and matters of how we perceive ourselves, there could be a little bit of disappointment coming in during these next couple of weeks. On the shadow side, a little bit of like isolation depending on the things that transpire. There's also a little bit of a tendency to just be kind of elusive and also kind of like clueless as well. And also a little, I said elusive, I was gonna say elusive, and also just being impressionable. So just be mindful to hear your own thoughts before you make any moves, especially when it comes to advice being given to you over the next month or so, okay? Quickly, let's talk about the numerology happening in 12 degrees. I'm sorry, I said this wrong earlier. It is in 12 degrees on an 11 day. Those two numbers are literally right next to each other, so I flipped them. I don't even think I said 12, but happening in 12 degrees on an 11 day. So we have the energies of 1 and 2 breaking down into 3. So new chapters, bringing things together, bringing them into balance and into harmony. And then 3 is this number of manifestation and community and creativity and collaboration and communication and all of the things. So this Pisces new moon is putting us into a space. So if you take advantage of it and you tap into these energies, putting us into this space of really, I'm going to use the word catapulting ourselves into the spaces that we are really trying to be in, or that we desire to, that we really long to be in. Okay. This is happening on an 11 day. So 11 is a master number. As these shifts and these changes are happening over the course of the next couple of weeks, enlightenment, healing happening. So especially going to that Venusian and that Martian and that Plutonian energy that we're dealing with this transit. And if some rough and tough things come up for you guys, as far as where those aspects are touching your own personal lives over the course of the transit, because we have this moon happening in 11 degrees, you will find healing and you will understand why certain things are transpiring for you, and you'll be in a position to where you can grow and heal and progress and ascend. Let's use the word ascend from them, okay? All right, it's also a number, it's a creative number. So going back to those passion projects, this is really a good time to put your efforts and your energy into the things that you really enjoy, especially if you are creative, especially if you are involved in the arts, okay? And that could be visual arts, that could be music, that could be theater, that could be design, whatever the case may be. But if you are a creative, now is the time. The time is now, all right? Okay, rituals. You guys know I don't do super big moon rituals. My nose is itching. My Grammy says when your nose is itching, somebody wants to kiss you. To whoever wants to kiss me. Only if you somebody that I feel like should be receiving my kisses. So, what was I talking about? Rituals. New moon notebook. If you have a new moon notebook, if you don't have a new moon notebook, I would suggest getting a brand new notebook that you are not going to rip pages out of, that you're not going to write anything else in. You're going to kind of treat this notebook like your own personal Bible, writing your intentions in there. And with the new moon, this is the time of manifestation. So all those things that you wanted to write down for your full moon intentions, and then you watched my video and it was like, dang, I can't do that now. This is the time that you can do it, but you need to tweak it to Pisces energy, okay? You want to start your intentions with I can, I have, I am, I do, I will, I receive, I accept. And you want to speak as if these are affirmations, as if it's already true in your lives, okay? Speaking to the Pisces new moon points that I made previously with all of these aspects, all right? Colors. I like to write in the colors or use paper that are associated with the colors of the zodiac that I'm working with. So you could do teals, blues, and greens. Scents. Pisces is a water sign, so I really associate with like clean nature smells with Pisces. So any like clean, fresh smell is a good fragrance to work with. And speaking to like essential oils or incense or whatever, smudging or whatever. What else do I do for my rituals? You don't burn. You're not burning these. You're just writing them in the notebook. This is the new moon. Oh, and stones. I like to hold stones and carry around and wear stones during the Pisces or the current zodiac's energy. So, few Pisces stones are aquamarine, blue kyanite, peach moonstone. I will put some other stones in the description box, and I'll put some links in there if you guys want to get some of these stones to carry around with you. I'll typically link just the single tumbled stones. But if you click on the link, and you don't want the tumbled stone, you can find something else there. Okay. Okay, that's all I got for the Pisces new moon. So just to wrap it up, to recap, this new moon is really bringing in the energy of brighter days ahead and really putting us into the correct positions to create the lives that we want by way of doing passion projects and doing things that we really enjoy, and really thinking about how we're going to get to those places of success and abundance, okay? People who are going to be the most affected by this moon are people with their moons in, these numbers are all wrong. The moon was in 12 degrees. People who are going to be most affected are people with Pisces moon in 12 degrees. Also people with a lot of Pisces placements, a lot of water placements, a lot of 12-degree placements or degrees within that orb, and the orb is 6 or 7, stronger within 3 to 4, either side, either way. What am I missing? Said water. People who have a lot of Neptune influence in their chart, Neptunian influence or 12th house influence, because Pisces is connected or associated with Neptune. And then also anywhere you have these things in your chart, you can get an idea of what type of changes are going to be or what type of energy is going to be coming in for you. Especially if you have 12-degree placements in your chart or anything within that orb, again, closer to the orb. But anywhere you have 12 degrees in your chart, you more than likely definitely see some changes and some shifts happening for you in those areas, okay? All right, that's all I got for you. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. If I say I'm gonna call you, don't call me. I hate that. That makes me put you on do not disturb. I specifically told that person I will call you when I'm done. Why are you calling me? Anyways. All right, y'all. Check out the 2022 General Tarot Forecast. I will be putting up the March General Tarot Forecast for all the signs over the course of the next few days. I have a few up already. I haven't put in the description yet, so give me a few minutes and I will get putting links in there so it can make it easier for you. What else? That's it. That's all I got for the plugs for you guys. I typically put up articles about these lunations or these transits. So if you want to read up a little bit more on it, you can check out the article that I will have linked in the description box as well, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Happy Pisces New Moon, because this energy is really positive. It's really good and it's really popping.